Singapore, often called the Lion City, may be one of the smallest countries in the world, but it consistently proves that size has little to do with impact. With a population of around 5.9 million people packed into a compact island, this Southeast Asian nation stands out as a global hub of innovation, culture, and economic strength. Despite its limited land area, Singapore has built a reputation that rivals much larger countries, making it a fascinating subject to explore. Here are several remarkable facts about Singapore, rewritten and expanded to give you a clearer picture of what makes this country so unique. To begin with, Singapore is among the 20 smallest countries globally, covering only about 682 square kilometers. To put that into perspective, it is tiny compared to many nations, yet its influence is anything but small. Thanks to its strategic location along major shipping routes, Singapore has developed into a powerful center for global trade and commerce. Its skyline is filled with modern skyscrapers, its streets are always bustling, and its population reflects a rich blend of cultures. Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasian communities all contribute to the nation's identity, creating a vibrant cultural mix visible in its festivals, food, and traditions. However, being small comes with challenges. Land scarcity is a constant issue, forcing the government to carefully balance urban development with environmental preservation. This has led to high population density, limited living space, and expensive housing, making real estate one of the country's biggest concerns. Another surprising aspect of Singapore is its strong focus on defense. Despite its peaceful image, the country has been ranked among the top arms importers in the world. This might seem unexpected for such a small nation, but it reflects a practical approach to national security. Singapore's location in a region with complex geopolitical dynamics means it cannot afford to be unprepared. As a result, the country invests heavily in advanced military technology, including aircraft, naval vessels, and armored vehicles. These investments are not about aggression, but about ensuring stability and protecting sovereignty. Additionally, Singapore's defense spending supports technological growth and collaboration with international manufacturers, strengthening its position in the global defense industry. Military readiness is further reinforced by mandatory national service. In Singapore, all male citizens are required to serve in the military for 2 years after finishing high school. They may join the Army, Navy, or Air Force, where they undergo rigorous training and develop valuable skills. This experience not only prepares them for defense roles, but also instills discipline and a sense of responsibility. Even after completing their initial service, men remain part of the reserve forces and must participate in annual training until around the age of 40. This system ensures that Singapore always has a well-prepared and capable defense force. While it can be demanding, it is widely seen as a crucial duty that contributes to national unity and security. Singapore is also famous for its strict laws and high standards of cleanliness. Public hygiene is taken very seriously, and even small actions, like failing to flush a public toilet, can result in a fine. This attention to detail reflects a broader commitment to maintaining a clean and healthy environment. The government doesn't just enforce local standards, it also promotes global awareness about sanitation. Singapore played a key role in establishing international efforts to improve toilet and hygiene conditions worldwide, even supporting the recognition of World Toilet Day to highlight the importance of proper sanitation. These efforts show that the country's concern for cleanliness extends beyond its borders. Another remarkable aspect of Singapore is its emphasis on education and intellectual achievement. The country has produced extraordinary young talents who demonstrate exceptional academic abilities. For example, there have been cases of children mastering complex subjects at an unusually early age, showcasing the effectiveness of Singapore's education system and the support provided by families and teachers. The nation places a strong emphasis on learning, encouraging curiosity, discipline, and innovation. This focus has helped Singapore build a highly skilled workforce, which in turn supports its economic success. Singapore's success story is often seen as an inspiration for other countries, especially those facing limitations in natural resources or land. Despite lacking vast natural wealth, Singapore has transformed itself into one of the world's most prosperous nations. It has done this through careful planning, strong governance, and a commitment to excellence in areas such as education, infrastructure, and technology. Its ability to adapt and innovate has allowed it to overcome CE. At the same time, the country continues to face ongoing issues. Limited space remains a pressing concern, influencing everything from housing to transportation. The government has responded with creative solutions, such as land reclamation and vertical urban planning, but these measures require constant adjustment. Balancing growth with sustainability is an ongoing challenge that Singapore must manage carefully. In conclusion, Singapore is a powerful example of how a small nation can achieve global significance through strategic thinking, discipline, and innovation. From its economic strength and cultural diversity to its strict laws and strong defense system, every aspect of Singapore reflects a commitment to progress and stability. While it faces challenges related to its size, the country continues to find ways to adapt and thrive. Its journey offers valuable lessons about resilience, planning, and the importance of making the most of limited resources. Continuing our exploration of fascinating facts about Singapore, we now dive deeper into some of the most intriguing aspects that make this small nation truly extraordinary. One remarkable story that highlights Singapore's strong emphasis on education is that of a young prodigy, often referred to as a non, who reportedly excelled in advanced academic subjects at an unusually early age. Achievements like this don't happen in isolation. They are usually supported by a combination of natural talent, dedicated mentorship, and access to high-quality educational resources. It is very likely that such a student benefited from specialized programs or private tutoring to help navigate complex material. This reflects the broader reality of Singapore's education system, which is known for its rigorous standards and structured curriculum. Schools in Singapore consistently rank among the best in the world, emphasizing discipline, analytical thinking, and problem-solving skills. Beyond academics, there is also a strong culture of encouragement from families and educators, pushing students to reach their full potential. Stories like these inspire young learners globally, showing what can be achieved through dedication, determination, and the right support system. Moving on to another fascinating trait, Singaporeans are often described as the fastest walkers in the world. Studies have suggested that people in Singapore walk at an average speed of about 6.15 kilometers per hour. If you ever visit the city, you'll quickly notice this for yourself. The streets are filled with people moving briskly, almost as if everyone is on a mission. This fast-paced walking culture is closely tied to the country's lifestyle. Singapore is a highly efficient and productivity-driven society where punctuality is taken seriously. Being on time is seen as a sign of respect, so naturally, people tend to move quickly to keep up with their schedules. Another factor contributing to this phenomenon is Singapore's compact size. Since distances between key locations are relatively short, walking becomes a practical and efficient way to get around. Instead of taking leisurely strolls, many people prefer to walk quickly and get things done. The city's well-designed infrastructure also supports this habit, with clean sidewalks, covered walkways, and pedestrian-friendly routes. So, if you ever find yourself in Singapore, don't be surprised if you feel like you need to speed up just to keep pace with everyone else around you. Now let's talk about wealth. Singapore has one of the highest concentrations of millionaires in the world. At one point, Statistics showed that roughly 1 out of every 6 households in the country had assets exceeding $1 million, excluding property and luxury items. That's a staggering figure and speaks volumes about the country's economic success. Several factors contribute to this high level of wealth concentration. First, Singapore is a global financial hub, attracting investors, entrepreneurs, and high-net-worth individuals from around the world. Its strategic location, combined with a stable political environment and strong legal framework, makes it an ideal place for wealth management and business activities. Additionally, Singapore's economy is highly developed and diverse. It offers opportunities in sectors such as finance, technology, trade, and manufacturing. The government also provides favorable tax policies and incentives that encourage investment and wealth creation. However, it's important to note that while many people in Singapore are wealthy, income inequality still exists. Not everyone benefits equally from the country's prosperity, and there are ongoing efforts to address these disparities. The government continues to implement policies aimed at promoting inclusive growth and ensuring that more citizens can share in the nation's success. Another key factor behind Singapore's global reputation is its business-friendly environment. According to R. Singapore has consistently been one of the easiest places in the world to do business. For several years, it held the number 2 spot globally, just behind New Zealand. Out of nearly 190 economies evaluated, Singapore stands out for its efficiency, transparency, and ease of operations. What makes Singapore so attractive to businesses? For starters, the country offers a stable political climate and clear, predictable regulations. Setting up a company is relatively straightforward, with minimal bureaucracy and fast processing times. The government actively supports entrepreneurship by providing funding, infrastructure, and access to global markets. Singapore's ability to adapt to changing economic conditions and embrace innovation further strengthens its position as a top business destination. Whether you're a startup founder or a multinational corporation, Singapore provides an environment where businesses can thrive. On the other hand, Singapore is also known for its strict laws and unique legal practices. One of the most controversial aspects is the use of caning as a form of punishment for certain serious offenses, such as vandalism or drug-related crimes. Caning involves striking the offender with a rattan cane in a controlled setting, usually administered by trained professionals. It is considered a severe penalty and is intended to act as a strong deterrent against crime. While the Singaporean government this punishment as an effective way to maintain law and order, it has been widely debated internationally. Critics argue that it is too harsh and raises human rights concerns, while supporters believe it contributes to Singapore's low crime rates and high level of public safety. Regardless of differing opinions, it is clear that Singapore prioritizes discipline and strict enforcement of laws as part of its governance strategy. Finally, no discussion about Singapore would be complete without mentioning its unique language culture, Singlish. While English is one of the country's official languages, Singaporeans often mix it with elements from Malay, Chinese dialects, and Tamil to create a distinct form of expression known as Singlish. This informal way of speaking adds character and humor to everyday conversations. For example, a common Singlish term is chop, which means to reserve something, like a seat at a food court. You might see someone placing a tissue packet on a table to chop it while they go order food. Other commonly used words include la and le, which are added at the end of sentences for emphasis or tone. For instance, "Come on, let's go la," expresses enthusiasm, while "Don't worry, le" adds a softer, reassuring touch. Interestingly, Singlish has gained international recognition, with several of its words being included in the Oxford English Dictionary. Terms like kiasu, fear of missing out, ongmo, a term for Westerners, and sabo, to play a prank or sabotage, reflect the rich cultural blend that defines Singapore. While Singlish is sometimes discouraged in formal settings, it remains an important part of local identity and everyday life. In conclusion, Singapore is far more than just a small island nation. From its world-class education system and fast-paced lifestyle to its economic prosperity, business-friendly environment, strict laws, and vibrant language culture, it offers a unique combination of tradition and modernity. Each of these elements contributes to the country's global reputation as a dynamic and forward-thinking society. Whether you're interested in its culture, economy, or way of life, Singapore continues to captivate and inspire people from all over the world.